Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Solana. Haven't looked at it in around about 2 weeks, so I think it's time we come back to our good old friend. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Okay, if you haven't seen the previous update, I would recommend you check it out before watching. This one is going to be in the top right hand corner of your video. Now, jumping into the daily chart, I do want to show you this Fibonacci retracement that I have set up over here. So it's from the swing low in January to the swing high in May. We have our 1.618 at $410. And that's what we're looking at the minute. Right now, we're holding the 1.414 as support, which is great. We did wig down and we did come back down actually to the 55 EMA. And as you can see here, early November when I had my last video on Solana, I did say that you want to have some buy orders on the 55 EMA. And that's exactly what happened over here. We got nice bounce off the 55 and you would have been up 25% already. And we have been getting held up by the 1.414, so it's great. We're establishing it as a nice support level because, as you can see, previously it was held. It was a strong resistance level before because we got rejected once, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 times from that area. So right now we broke above it, back tested it as support, doing very healthy indeed. We're looking at $416. And that is going to be my target, 86% to that target. So are we going to get overextended and get to $1,000? Perhaps $1,000 is right about, let me get that perfect for you, right about there. So are we going to get there? I don't know, perhaps, like I said, like I did say in my previous video, we don't know how long the bull market is going to last. Is it going to be an extended cycle, right? A lot of people are saying that we're going to get overextended and we're going to go into May. I don't know that yet. Nobody does, right? Except for the whales that are manipulating the market. So you can't trust someone based on their opinion and trust your assets to perform based on their opinion. You have to have your own targets. You have to have your own exit and entry strategies ready and set to go so that you don't rely on someone's sole opinion, right? You have to look at everybody's opinion and kind of combine that with your own opinion and come up with something new and something that you believe is going to happen. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what either one of us believes, right? What's going to happen is going to happen. So are we going to get to $416? I'm pretty certain we're going to get to those numbers, and I'm pretty certain we're going to get to $500. I'm not sure if we're going to get to $1,000, but we may if we start this parabolic mania rise for the projects that we're gonna happen that we usually have towards the end of the year. So, right now, like I said, holding nicely support, nice time to start dollar cost averaging because we're sitting at the 20 EMA. And if we have another move towards the downside, I would expect a move off of the 55 EMA or a bounce off of the 55 EMA. So currently that's at $197. Like a Solana below $200 right now is cheap, right? You saw this move towards the downside. This was cheap for Solana. And it's crazy saying that because we've been covering Solana since August, I think, right? Or July, and it's been sitting at I think since July actually, when it was sitting here at $23, and I was giving you these buying opportunities. I was saying you have to buy Solana at $22, at $25, and some people were skeptical of that, and look how far we've come. So right now, as you can see, we do have these kind of channel down patterns, and we're in kind of a channel down pattern over here as well. And usually have breakouts from those. A little wick here doesn't really count, but you get the picture, right? It's all rinse and repeat. So yeah, let's see how well this does. Obviously, you have to have your targets. I'm just saying that this $416 can be a nice resistance level that you may just run into because the Fibonacci levels do work. Not all the time, but they do work most of the time. So this can potentially be your nice sell order. And I would always recommend having the sell orders just a bit below the fib level so that you get filled, even though it can come to the fib level, because a lot of people just have the sell orders below the fib, so the price reverses before you can sell. So think of that. Now let's jump into the RSI. Let's see what's going on over here. I didn't actually look at this before the video. My apologies. Okay. So we were in this sort of triangle over here, right? We had a couple of fake outs over here. Okay. I see what's going on. So we lost this support over here, and this support was actually pretty crucial, but we had a a nice V-shaped recovery straight away from there. And this is actually, well, if you put a trend line over here, you can see that this is actually a nice support level that we've held before, once over here and once over here. So this is actually a significant level that I would say. So this is another support level that you want to be eyeballing. And this resistance as well is something very important at the minute. Now this trend line over here, let's remove that and add in another trend line like this. There we go. So yeah, now I'm just going to change the color of this so it's not all blurred for you and all the same. So this is going to be our important resistance level that we may get rejected from, and we do have this horizontal, and I think we're gonna potentially get rejected from there. And if we don't, I think we're gonna break this white trend line, this one, right? If we're gonna do something like this, I think this is going to coincide with a movement on the price action that I'm going to show you right now on Binance. Okay, jumping into Binance, we do have a little bit of a different Fibonacci setup over here, but I do want to drag your attention to this horizontal resistance. Now, once we start breaking it, that's when I think we're going to start breaking that trend line on the fib, and you want to look for a back test of support, and then we're going to take out the 1.272 on this fib. Now, this fib is set up a bit differently. Like I said, we have a swing high in September over here to the swing low September 21st. That gives us a 1.618 at $319. And we do have the 1.414 at $281. I think all of these are doable, but you have to be dollar cost averaging your way out of the project as well. You don't have to be selling all at once, okay? Because that can sometimes come back and bite you in the ass as well, because you sell all your asset at one price and then it doubles the next day. So it's always nice to enter, partially, if you know what I'm saying. So let's bring out the EMA. So right now we've held the 200 EMA very nicely on the 4-hourly chart. This is the 4-hourly chart. So as you can see, what's happening right now is we're getting squeezed up in between this horizontal resistance and the 200 EMA. So essentially, we're kind of getting squeezed down over here in a descending triangle, and I think we're going to have a pop off from here, and we're going to break through this horizontal. Usually when you break through horizontal resistances, you have a pretty strong move, but you don't always come back to backtest at support, right? So this is not a guaranteed backtest of support. Usually you do, but not always. Okay, that's not something that you always do. So potentially your next target after breaking out is going to be $257 at the 1.272, and we've been rejected from that zone before. I did give you that resistance in the last video, I think. So we perfectly got rejected from there and came back down to the 786. Now, yeah, that's pretty much it on the on Solana. Let me jump back into the daily chart on Binance real quick to take a look at some of the oscillators. So stochastic starting a move. So we're actually moving so nicely towards the overbought over here, so you still can enter on the stochastic. RSI is in the neutral, really doing nothing, sitting in the middle at 51. And let's jump into the weekly, guys, real quick over here. So the weekly, obviously, you can see is completely overbought on the RSI, and the stochastic over here is going towards the downside actually. So we've been having 3 red candles on the weekly chart. So potentially, maybe you could look at a back test of support of the 20 EMA if we have a major pullback on Bitcoin, and you could come back all the way down to $150. But I don't think that that's going to happen unless maybe we have a Bitcoin move towards 52K, right, or 50K, something like that. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just giving you some support levels that you want to have in your charts, basically. That's all I'm saying. So on the 10 EMA, we've had a nice bounce over here, as you can see. If we bring out the 35 EMA, it's there. Okay, so yeah, the 10 EMA on the weekly is something that I would be looking. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. If you think that I missed anything on the charts, please let me know down below in the comments. I really do appreciate all the comments, and I try to answer all of them. Now, there's an issue with YouTube. It keeps deleting some of the comments. So if you see your comment getting deleted, make sure to either hit me up on Telegram or in the Discord server or on Twitter and let me know what you wrote, or let me know that your comment got deleted. I'm trying to work out that issue, and we'll see how it all works out, but hopefully I can get it fixed for you guys. So thank you for watching. Check me out on Twitter, Telegram, Discord. We do have a Patreon with different tiers. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.